Peace, welcome back. Okay. This is the manual on how to live. Recreate your life into a wholesome, sacred woman's life. Come out of depression. Come out of anxiety. Come out of low moods. Peace, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is video number 2 in the Queen Afua series on my channel. If you have not yet seen the first one, go ahead and check it out. The link will be down in the description. It is about pronunciations inside of sacred women texts, okay? So if you are troubled on pronunciations inside the first chapter, all the information will be down below. I'm going to go ahead and get into this one, but before we do, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe so you can get more of my information. Also, I have other content coming along the way on this channel, so definitely be a part of the family. Welcome. So the topic of this video is Sacred Women Right for You. A lot of women say that they're not sure if this book is for them. Can they benefit from this book? They're Muslim, they're Christian. There's tons of reasons why this book could be for you, and maybe it's not for you, and we'll get into that in a minute. So let's get into the purpose of the book. First of all, I'm going to take a quote directly from Queen Afua's book on page 32. And it says, "To reawaken the knowledge within women's consciousness that we have an innate natural ability to heal ourselves. That is the purpose of the Sacred Women's Circle." So when we get together, whether it's in groups, whether it's by ourselves, the overall purpose of us reading this book, or of you reading this book, is to awaken that spirit within. Awaken the spirit that will tell you how to heal yourself. What is healing ourselves? That's the number one question. Healing ourselves can be mental. Healing ourselves can be spiritual. Healing ourselves could be physical through the foods that we eat. It could be healing family relationships, family ties, healing relationships with our children, with our spouses, our boyfriends, our girlfriends. Okay? With that being said, we will see if it's right for you, because the person that is interested in healing themselves is the one that is for. So let's get into it. First of all, let's kind of get into the overall outline of the ways that the books are, or this book at least, is separated. Queen Afua has a lot of different books. How can this book benefit you? So, Queen Afua has 9 gateways, and each gateway talks about how you can heal a certain aspect of your life. So you have sacred womb, you have sacred words, you have sacred foods, sacred movement, sacred beauty, sacred space, and sacred healing, sacred relationships, and sacred union. And with all of those gateways, it is very important that you analyze and take time to reflect on each of those gateways in your life. And so as you're reading the book, Queen Afua has things for you to do, things for you to read. And it's not just things for you to read and move on, but this is the way that our lives should be, or should have been, for centuries. And the difference is that now we've been taken from our natural habitat. Yes, our habitat, our natural habitat, our natural environment, from back home, our ground roots. And we've been misplaced and put into a different environment that is not ours. And so with that, we've been indoctrinated with health, misconcerns, and misinformation. We've been indoctrinated with lies, abuse, and neglect. And so now, Queen Afua, actually this book is over 30 years old, but Queen Afua has been gracious enough to do her research and to bring that information to the forefront for us. So, for that, Queen Afua, I am extremely grateful, because she has made it I would say, she has publicized the information, because the information has always been there, but she has been the vessel to bring it to the forefront for everyone, okay? And I would also say that even celebrities who talk about Queen Afua right now also are that vessel, because they have that platform. And so for that, we're very grateful. So I want to go ahead and continue talking about if it's for you. Like I briefly mentioned earlier, this book is for you if you're pregnant, not pregnant, vegan, not vegan. If you eat meat, you eat dairy, you eat fish, you only eat a little bit from time to time, you eat shrimp here and there. okay? You eat vegetarian chicken, it doesn't matter, okay? The whole point is to realign you. So guess what? If you are eating meat, if you are eating flesh that is not healthy for your body, this book is to explain to you why you should not. This book is not to force you and to make you feel bad for your choices, but this book is to explain to you that maybe some of the health problems that you have, maybe some of the emotional problems that you have, are linked to your diet, okay? Because in the book, in Sacred Foods chapter, there's information about the linkage between the foods that we eat and the emotions that we feel. If you're eating dead flesh, how can you forgive? If you're eating cow's milk, dairy, cheese, how can you feel at peace within your heart? Okay, because you're eating old, dead energy and putting old, dead energy into a living vessel. So let's think about that. But when we're reading the book, let's internalize the information and use it and apply it to ourselves, our natural lives. I think that that's a major piece while reading the book. And I'm going to also now talk about what are the things that you should prepare for and expect while reading the book. So the first thing I want to say first off is that you should gather your materials, and your materials, the whole entire list, she has been grateful enough. Oh, I love that section that she made. It's a 5-page section. It's actually a table, and it has all the materials that you're going to need for the book. Okay. It has the oils that you need. It has crystals. It has the color candles that you would need for each gateway. It has the color cloths. And it also has flower essences, the different plants. There's a couple other things on there too. So definitely look into that. I would definitely say to start there. That is page 134 to 139. The next thing that you would need to prepare for is that once you've gathered all your things, expect to take about 3 months to 6 months reading and implementing these things. 3 to 6 months on the shy end, first of all. I don't know anyone who has mastered everything in this book and who is done learning. We are all still learning every day. We don't have to make mistakes and feel bad for them and stop. But what we do is take it and we relearn and we relearn. It's about a week for each gateway. Gateway 0 is actually the longest. Gateway 0 will take you anywhere from 3 weeks up into 3 months. Queen Afua suggests that you don't take longer than 3 or 4 months for that chapter. When you're going through the gateways, you are implementing different things, okay? You're implementing diet. You're implementing, exercises, maybe fasting. You're doing other movements. You're journaling. There's a number of things to do. So expect to have activities. Actually, Queen Afua titles them observances. And some of them require meditation. You will be meditating every day. That brings me to my next point. Expect to be up at 4 a.m. Expect to be up between the hours of 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. And that is getting your day started by meditation, by prayer, by drinking your dandelion tea in the beginning, then you switch on to other teas, reading your book. So expect from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. to be your quiet time. A common question that I get a lot inside of the Facebook group is that, what if I have an overnight job? What if I have odd hours that I work? My suggestion, and I've talked to other practitioners as well who have been certified from Queen Afua, what you want to do is do the things that you can on your clock. So if you're going to work late at night, I would suggest that you do it either before you go off to work, do it before you take a nap, before you go to sleep and then wake up for your night shift. Implement that 2-hour period of time. And that 2-hour period of time consists of you taking your spiritual bath, drinking your tea, doing your meditations, doing your prayers, okay, pouring your libations, all right? All of that time, give yourself that sacred time. Find yourself 2 hours in a day to sit, journal, meditate, and be about you. Because your health is important, because how can you function throughout the day? I promise that you will feel a lot better before you go off to work and do other things in the world. The next point is expect to revisit uncomfortable memories, feelings, events, conversations, okay? And that is mainly talking about Gateway 0. I'm going to do a separate video for Gateway 0, but Gateway 0 is going to be the toughest and most soul-searching point of the book. You're going to be seeing the true you. You're going to see how you react to situations. You're seeing how you felt throughout maybe the last couple of years, throughout the last few months. You're going to literally be feeling every emotion that you've never even knew that you could feel. You're going to remember stuff that happened when you were a child. You're going to remember stuff that happened last week and you didn't say nothing about it. You're going to be asking yourself, why did such and such happen to me? Why did I allow this to happen? You're going to be asking yourself those questions. And who's going to be asking? Your womb. That's the purpose of Sacred Womb. Your sacred womb is going to be speaking to you. How? Through your intuition. Your sacred womb is the point of all birth. You rebirth your ideas. You birth children through your womb. So your womb is your intuition. Another question that I get a lot too is if you've had a hysterectomy, if you've had fibroids, this book is still for you. If you have children, if you have not had children, if you're unable to have children at the moment, let's be clear, at the moment, this book is for you because you're able to heal yourself. Even if you've undergone surgery to where parts of your womb or uterus have been cut away, this book is for you. We all have a spiritual and a physical womb. We have a spiritual womb that is always going to be there, no matter what the physical looks like, that consists of energy. Now, it's up to you what you put in your spiritual womb. So will you put positivity into it, or will you put negativity into it? Will you feed it with live foods? Will you feed it with dead foods? That is up to you. And so with this book, you'll learn why and how. Gateway 0, take your time. Do not rush. Because with rushing, you're going to miss over things. You're not going to remember how you felt with those issues. And guess what? They're going to come up and creep up later. And you're not going to understand how to break that down into your healing point. When I explain the book, I always say, we got a lot to heal. As Black people, as Black men, as Black women. Abusive relationships, many of us. We've had detrimental relationships, many of us. And when I say relationships, I'm talking about family, but I'm also talking about spousal, I'm talking about domestic, all of those things. We've dealt with negative self-talk to ourselves. We dealt with negative self-talk to other people, other women, other men. So the next thing is that expect to cry. Expect to be moody, especially with diet changes. So when you're going to change your diet, when you're switching over from eating meat, there's going to be a point. There's going to be about a 7-day fast where Queen Afua wants you to completely stop or at least slow down your meat consumption. And over the course of the book, the goal is to get to 100% raw. And so you're looking at me like 100% raw vegan vegetables. How? So she'll give you a plan in a way. Okay, 60% cooked food on this week and 40% raw. That's easy. You can have beans. Okay, you could have some type of cooked grain. And then on the side, you might have a salad, right? You can have a salad. From that gateway and down, you're going to be switching to 100% raw. And with that is detoxing. You're taking herbs. Also, if you're interested, I do have herbs. I do have an herbal shop that you can get your detox kits from. Also, Queen Afua has them. Queen Afua also has a beautiful line as well. But I just want to make sure that you understand that the herbs is also part of our healing. So we have the foods, because that is part of our food. We have our teas and our water. Water is going to be a major healing part for us. We're going to see that when you do prayers, you do libations, water is going to be your friend. Okay? All right. So, as you get more into the book, expect to be more active. The yoga, abstain from sex, abstain from gossiping also. You really want to remain as pure as possible. You want to interject someone else's energy into your energy while you're healing, while you're going through a healing process. And expect to relearn 9 aspects of life. So this is not going to be a one-stop shop. This is a lifelong journey. From the moment you crack open this book, you will not forget anything that you read. This is the manual on how to live, okay? This is how to recreate your life into a wholesome, sacred woman's life. This is to level out your emotions. This is to heal the relationships, broken relationships that we have with our family or our friends. Come out of depression, come out of anxiety, come out of low moods, negative talking to ourselves, negative talking to other people. This is to come out of a cluttered space. This is to reawaken how we view our space around us, how we clean our home, how we cook the foods in our sacred kitchen, our sacred healing laboratory, she calls it. How to use our laboratory to heal. With all this information, I want y'all to take this and take it slow. If you have any more questions or any more topics or anything in detail that you want me to explain in the video, do let me know down below. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe if this helped you. I appreciate y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye!